Hi, I'm attorney Ben Schwartz.
I'm attorney Rob Collins.
Today I've asked Rob to come join us. Rob handles a large volume of dog bite personal injury cases with the law firm of Schwartz and Schwartz. And so today I've asked Rob to come on and do a video for us to answer a question. Here's the question. If I'm a business owner, an employer, and I've got customers coming in, but my employee wants to bring their dog into the workplace, what do I need to do before I let my employee bring their dog to work?
Well, as the owner or manager or whoever's in charge, you really need to be first aware of the potential liabilities of bringing a dog into work. If the dog injures somebody who works there, they're going to have a workers' comp claim. Your rates may go up. The real big concern is going to be if the customer, a delivery person, the mailman, whoever who doesn't actually work there comes onto the property or even not onto the property, near the property, and the dog injures that person, they're going to have a claim against the dog owner. But if the business agreed to have that dog there, then there's probably going to be a claim against the business as well. That's basically going to be on a negligence basis. And with that understanding in place, then the business needs to take some precautions.
So let me just,
Sure.
Not to interrupt you, but I'm going to interrupt you.
Okay.
So if you're the owner of a business, you've got an employee that wants to bring their dog in, and you realize that anytime you do something like this, the dog could injure a customer or could injure somebody, you realize you could end up on the wrong end of a lawsuit. And that's just the way it is. I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you realize that as the owner of the business, that this creates a risk. So what I want to ask you is, like, if I am the owner of a store and I've got customers coming in, my employee is going to bring her, golden retriever in. It's a very docile, calm dog. We expect it's going to lay down, behind the counter all day and be a good dog. But I know, as the owner of the store, I know that that dog could bite somebody or could get excited and knock somebody down. And
It could be a
them.
tripping hazard for all that matters.
Right.
I mean, it's a dog.
You never know what's going to happen.
Right.
I'm concerned. I want my employee to be happy, and I like the dog, and I'm happy to have the dog in the store, but I know that there's this potential that something could go wrong and I could get sued. What should I do to insulate myself from that lawsuit?
Well, I think you need to have some sort of process in place, not just anybody can bring their dog in willy-nilly. I think you need to do some sort of almost like a background check on the dog. And of course, we're lawyers, so everything should be done in writing or documented in some way so you can prove you actually did these things if possible. I think you would want to ask the owner about any prior aggressive actions, bites, anything like that. You definitely want to get a copy of the shots, the rabies shots, and keep that on file. And if the dog has ever been to a doggy daycare type of place, then it's probably going through a temperament testing. And if you can just get some proof that the dog passed the temperament test, I think at that point you've done as good a job as necessary to protect the general public and customers from having a dangerous dog on your property. Definitely you still need to carry some liability insurance, though. That's just common sense for any business that's going to have people coming in and out. But I think at that point you've done everything that's reasonable to make sure that you don't have any dangerous dogs on the property.
Good advice. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate you coming on and talking about this area of practice, this area of personal injury litigation. I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. This is attorney Rob Collins. If you have questions for us that you would like answered on the air, on video format, on the internet, send me an email. My email address is ben.schwartz@schwartzandschwartz.com.